If there is a single object that can be found in our house and would represent to myself, it could be my pair of slippers. When I was young, during my primary and secondary years, I always loved playing around with my classmates and also playing with my friends and neighbors during weekends. I really do love playing games that involve with slippers. Games like Tumbalata, Bahay Kubo, and Cha-Cha. Most of Batang 90s play these games because online games were not popular at that time, mainly because most of the kids before don't have smartphones and or other electronic devices. Since those games were very dynamic and spontaneous, and so with the pair of slippers that we used. Just like the pair of slippers that I have, I am also a very active and spontaneous kind of person. But these days, we do not play these games anymore. However, there is another reason why I chose a pair of slippers to represent myself. The other reason is that just like a pair of slipper that always go with pairs, I always go to lag with friends. My friends are like the other pair of my slipper that if they are missing around or they are not around, I don't go and conduct some lags all by myself. The lags that I'm mentioning a while ago are not typical lags like going to eat expensive foods in extravagant restaurants, road trips with friends, travel out of town, nor going to somewhere. The lags that I'm talking about are literal lags, like walking a distance from Asin to Tulungatun, which is around 4 kilometers, and it all takes us 1 hour and 40 minutes. We usually go to Tulungatun before. This was before pandemic and was because of its clean river and its small dam. But the farthest lag that we have ever done with my friends was when we decided to go and search the so-called Palanas River. One of my friends accidentally saw a post on Facebook about this river. On that post, the pictures of river and the surroundings seemed to be good river with a beautiful view. He shared this post and one of his Facebook friends commented that the river and the place were indeed beautiful. So it was January 6th of this year. We packed our foods and brought some spare shirts, and the time was past 10 a.m. when we started our adventure. There were a lot of things that happened along the way, many stops. We also asked different people along the way, like where should we follow, this one road or the other one, or the other one? How many hours would it take to reach that river, and so on and so forth. We started walking past 10 a.m. and we arrived at the destination past 3 p.m. So almost 5 hours of walking, and that journey was extremely exhausting. Walking for hours under the raging sun was really energy consuming. Nevertheless, the river and the environment were indeed magnificent. The atmosphere there was quite cold, and we have seen some fogs on the canopies. So as expected, the water on that river was extremely cold. We only spent 40 minutes there and we've got home 7 p.m. So the total journey took us more than 8 hours by walking. That was a very exhausting adventure that we did with my friends, but the most memorable one. And once again, a slipper without its pair will never be moving around, and so with me, that will never going somewhere without my friends.